That's not the full. I do know better, and I will tell you that was done by a Russian lab who had an interest in disqualifying her because it jeopardized the undefeated record of a Russian boxer. It's just, that's all they have, and it's totally debunked. Piers, I thought you were better than this.
It's not debunked.
Wow. Just wow. I honestly had no idea that David Pakman was this much of a liar. An insane, woke liar. It's going to be a good one, guys. He literally tries to say that male boxer wasn't a male and that it's all Russia propaganda. Oh my gosh. Again, Russia, Russia, Russia. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for over 20,000 subs. You guys are amazing. Make sure you like today's video, subscribe. I post 2 new videos every single day. And comment below in orange heart for the algorithm, because YouTube likes to censor people like me and it's just not fair. So let's get into it.
Let me ask you this.
Politics as a cudgel.
David, let me ask you this. One of the things she stands for, along with Joe Biden.
Kamala Harris, that is who they're talking about, just if in case you weren't aware. And also for the algorithm, comment below an American flag, MAGA. MAGA bitch.
Is she has done nothing while they've been in office to stem this, in my view, horrendously unfair situation of trans athletes competing in women's sport. And an astonishing survey has just come out today by the United Nations that reveals that female athletes have lost 900 medals to transgender rivals competing against them in women's sporting categories. This is a UN report. That's 600 female athletes in more than 400 competitions have lost nearly 900 medals in 29 different sports. When the average American sees that both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris now support this unfairness, and that's what it is, it's just unfair. It's nothing to do with being transphobic or anything else. It's just unfair. And when it's supported by a report like that from the UN, that's one of her problems too, is that people think they're supporting the indefensible. They lack basic common sense. What do you say to that?
I'm struggling to think that you're taking this.
No, you're just struggling to think because you're trying to think of ways that you can get around this topic and lie to the audience. Good job, you little snake. Comment snake.
Any more seriously than as something that might generate clicks on YouTube, Piers?
Wow, you don't think that's serious?
Hold on, Piers, I can't even get a sentence out.
What, you don't think it's serious?
Hold on a second. The vast majority of those instances in the UN report are outside the United States and have nothing to do with the president or vice president of the United States at its face. And secondly, I would challenge you to tell me the quotes that Biden or Harris have put forward wherein they have weighed in on how sports leagues should be handling these decisions. But 92% of that study is not even in the US. So I don't even know why you're bringing this up other than
what's that got to do with the principle
YouTube.
of the principle?
I'm sorry?
What's that got to do with the principle?
Well, the principle is you're saying Kamala Harris and Biden have come out in support of this.
They do. They support policies which actively protect. They support policies that protect transgender athletes performing in women's sport. And I think that is madness. You're saying, well, because most of these things in this UN report were outside of America, it doesn't matter. It does matter.
What I'm saying, it's a completely contrived issue that almost no one cares about in every single opinion poll.
Wow. You see, I think that's incredibly deluded. People do care about it. They care about it.
Yes, they do. It's obviously one of the main topics people talk about in politics right now. There's little girls around or across the country that, or actually across the world, that are literally not able to win at their sports because there's men infiltrating it. That's a problem, a major one.
About the integrity
it just doesn't
of
show
sport.
up in any opinion poll as a primary issue.
Oh, okay. So opinion, you only like base your view on what's actually important political issues based off of opinion polls. And I wonder which ones you're reading, because I'm sure there's plenty that show how important of a political issue this is to Americans right now. Ugh.
Top 10, not
out
top
of
20.
interest, do you
they
think,
care about it,
out of
but
interest,
it doesn't show up in a single poll.
What's your view? Do you think it's fair?
I think that it depends on the sport, and I think we need to talk about this for probably 90 minutes to really have a productive conversation.
Really? So when you saw the Paris Olympics and you saw 2 gold medal winners in women's boxing who actually were born with biological male chromosomes, you think that's right?
That is not the truth as far as I understand it. I don't
Really?
know who you're talking about. If you can name them, then maybe we can get into more detail.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. It was well publicized.
Well, tell me. Tell me who you're talking about.
I can't remember their exact names. There were 2 gold medal winners. Well, I can find them now if it helps you. I don't know why the names matter.
The one who was the source of a lot of viral articles was born a woman, always lived as a woman, and always competed as a woman. I'm sorry?
What was her name?
Imani something.
All right, so you don't know either. So don't be quite so patronizing if you don't know either. But the truth is...
Well, you're bringing it up, Piers. See, here's the thing.
Is,
hold on a second, Piers. Hold on a second. You do this all the time, Piers. You bring something up. And then you evaluate your guest's opinion as to how much it matters. You brought it up. If it doesn't actually matter, don't bring it up.
No, just to be clear, you were haranguing me for not remembering the name. I said the name's irrelevant. What's relevant is whether the gold medal winners have biological male chromosomes when they're getting into a boxing ring
they do not.
And punching women in the
Such a freaking liar, a disgusting snake liar.
face so hard that one of the women competitors, a female, quit after 45 seconds.
Yes,
because she'd never been hit that hard.
There is nothing to the story that the boxer that prevailed was ever a man.
Wow.
Just nothing.
And yet you know
nothing.
that they...
There's no evidence
you
of
know
it.
That,
it was
you know
a viral right-wing story
on.
based on nothing.
Hang on. You know that boxer was banned from the World Championships precisely because there is evidence. You know that, right?
Yes. Do you know
Watch, he's about to lie and say that it's Russian propaganda. The shit is crazy.
Details of that, Piers? Do you know? Tell the full story. Go ahead. Tell the full story.
That boxer was banned, along with the other one, from the World Championships because it has been reported that they...
His smug little smile, he's like so eager to talk. He thinks that he has such a good point to say. And he's laughing, like mocking Piers as if Piers is crazy and people that know this is true are crazy for acknowledging basic facts that a study found.
Tested positive for male chromosomes, right? If you know better, tell me.
That's not the full... I do know better, and I will tell you. That was done by a Russian lab who had an interest in disqualifying her because it jeopardized the undefeated record of a Russian boxer. It's just, that's all they have, and it's totally debunked. Piers, I thought you were better than this.
It's not debunked, and you'll regret saying that because it's true. Let me go to...
Oh my gosh, see, this is what I can't stand about David Pakman and like liberals in general. They'll say that, oh no, this is debunked. Stop talking about it. It's completely debunked. It's like, debunked by who? Literally, they pretend that these things are debunked, that issues and facts that conservatives talk about. It drives me nuts. It's like a pet peeve. No, you can't just say it's debunked and that magically becomes true. But of course they say that and their stupid audience is like, hey, it's debunked because I trust David Pakman because I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's why we get called conspiracy theorists and we're spreading misinformation when realistically they just don't want more people to know the facts. And if they do hear about it, they just say, hey, it's debunked. So many scientists debunked that, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, right. My audience is way smarter than your audience, David Pakman, and we're not buying what you're selling. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys next time.